Rocky rolls on, and so do we with our top 10 sports countdown. Jess Lockwood burst on the scene last season, but when it came to the bright lights of Las Vegas in the PBR World Finals, the Montana bull rider struggled. He failed to even ride one bull. Some questioned if he could ride on the sport's biggest stage. He heard the doubters, and Lockwood proved them all wrong. Jess Lockwood was the PBR's Rookie of the Year in 2016, but the Montana Cowboy was far from satisfied. He wanted more. Proof of that came early. First event of 2017, under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden, and the Volberg native took center stage. He put up an 87.75 on the first night and did not slow down.
That's all he needs to do is get to the whistle, and he is gonna get the score. Jess Lockwood, your winner.
To win Madison Square Garden, it pumped you up for sure. I mean, you kind of feel honored to ride in that arena. And just, it's a PBR major, so there's so much more money and points.
And his winning ways would continue. Not even a month later in Sacramento, Lockwood posted 3 rides of 86 points or better, including the 4th 90-point ride of his career as he won the Sacramento Clash. 2 wins in 3 weeks had Lockwood thinking big.
But you got to follow that up with a whole season, and it isn't over till they hand you that World Championship buckle in Las Vegas.
This guy rides so far beyond his 19 years.
But every champion deals with adversity. Lockwood was not immune. He came to Billings in April, but could not capture the magic he displayed in 2016 when he won the event. This year he settled for 19th in front of the home fans. He would regroup with wins in Tulsa and Texas to vault himself to number 2 in the world. But a week after that Texas win and just 5 days before his 20th birthday, disaster struck. In the first round of the Buck Off the Island event in Uniondale, New York, Lockwood was bucked and then stomped on by Blue Magic. The damage, severe. 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and a lacerated kidney. It was just over 5 weeks before the PBR Finals in Las Vegas. Lockwood had to heal, and heal fast. Lockwood promised he would be ready for Sin City, and he did not break that promise. In true star fashion, he not only returned, but he returned better than ever. Lockwood stole the show on day 1 of the World Finals, riding Big Dutch to 90 1/4 points and a round 1 win.
Jess Lockwood gets it done. His first qualified ride at the World Finals.
Round 2, and the story just kept getting better. 89.75 aboard Breaking Bad, good for his 2nd win in 2 nights. He couldn't possibly do it 3 nights in a row, could he? Here's some friendly advice. Don't bet against Jess Lockwood. He got on more big bucks, and he would take home the big bucks after that ride. His 2nd 90-plus ride in 3 nights, and yes, that's another round victory. But even after that three-peat, he would have to sit and watch on the final night as Kayake Pacheco could steal it all away with one great ride on Heartbreak Kid. But he couldn't do it.
That is it! And this crowd is gonna lift him up.
And Jess Lockwood, your 2017 world champion, the youngest in PBR history.
You know, it's something every kid playing in the living room dreams of, is winning a world championship, and to get it at this age and this young, it means the world to me.